Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know what you're thinking. Really? Another AirPods Pro video? I know, and I was hesitant to make this video, but after using them extensively for the past few weeks, I have found some features that I feel are worth mentioning. Features that I had not heard mentioned in other videos, and I have watched more than my fair share of those videos. Now, I will go over those findings a bit later in the video, but first, I want to share my thoughts on the comparison between the AirPods and what I consider to be the best budget active noise canceling earbuds, the Tronsmart Apollo Bold. Now, before we dive into this comparison, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. At the time of this recording, the channel is coming up on 250 subscribers. So if you like the content and want to know when more videos are available, please consider subscribing. And don't forget, smash that bell. And now, back to the show. Now, I have been using the Tronsmart earbuds for over 6 months, and I love them. Honestly, if it wasn't for the latest deal from Apple, more on that later, I would still be using these every single day. The Tronsmart earbuds are, in my opinion, the best budget ANC earbuds available. Let's take a look at what makes these such a great deal. Now, as I list off the features of these, I will also put up the comparable features of the AirPods here. First, the chipset. The Apollo Bolds use the Qualcomm QCC 5124, which is still considered one of the most feature-rich chipsets available. The AirPods use the H1. The Qualcomm chipset has aptX, AAC, and SBC decoding, which means it doesn't matter if you're using Apple or Android, you're going to get the best sound available. Where the AirPods only have AAC, which makes sense since this product is designed to be used exclusively with an Apple device. It uses True Wireless Stereo Plus, which means you can pick up either of the earbuds, use it singularly without any issues. To note, the connection the AirPods will give the same functionality. That chipset, along with the custom antennas, gives you an extremely stable connection. Similarly, I have found that the AirPods also have a ridiculously strong connection. Now, let's talk about battery life and charging. The Apollo Bolds have a battery life that shouldn't be possible. 10 hours on a single charge and over 30 using the case. Now, those numbers are with the ANC off, but while using ANC, which I primarily do, you're only losing 1, maybe 2 hours. So that's still 8+ hours per charge. That's ridiculous. The AirPods, on the other hand, only get a max of about 5 hours on a single charge and about 4.5 with ANC on. And the charging case takes it to about 24 hours. Now, while I'm glad that Tronsmart decided to use a USB-C port for charging, it is really, really hard to beat the addition of wireless charging with the AirPods case. As far as water resistance, the Apollo Bolds are rated at IP45. While this is sufficient for working out, maybe getting caught in the rain, they are not going to do well submerged. The AirPods are only IPX4. This means that it wasn't tested for solid object protection, and it is one level below the Apollo Bold in liquid protection. As far as audio is concerned, this is purely objective. Everyone has different tastes when it comes to how they like their music. Some like that hard-hitting bass. Others want that clean, crisp treble. Personally, I like a more neutral sound. If I had to choose between these two purely on sound, I would probably give it to the Apollo Bolds. They seem to have just a bit more dynamic range, and they definitely hit harder on the low end without sacrificing the clarity of the mids and highs. Now, for the active noise canceling, the Apollo Bold are equipped with 3 mics per earbud. All 6 mics work together to provide a rated 35 dB reduction in noise, and they work very well. I would say they are good enough to counter 80–85% of ambient noise. The AirPods have 2 mics per earbud, and third-party testing of the AirPods recorded about a 20 dB reduction. But it's more of an apples to oranges, see what I did there, comparison due to how Apple has implemented the noise reduction. And with my super accurate seat-of-the-pants testing, I can confidently say the AirPods ANC tech is superior, closer to countering 90% of ambient noise. A few things that they both have: transparency mode, and they both implement this very well. They both come with multiple ear tips to make sure that they fit the end user as well as possible. And they both have in-ear detection. So if you remove an earbud, the media will pause and then resume when you reinsert the earbuds. After hearing all this, you may be thinking, why would anyone pay $100 to $150 more for the AirPods? Looking at the differences, I would think the same thing. Now, due to a deal that Apple was and may still be running, we were able to purchase these from Apple for $99. It was an education sale, and different items, if you bought them, you could get a free pair of AirPods, and you could upgrade to AirPods with charging case or AirPod Pros for an additional fee. So it kind of skews my objectivity. But after using these AirPods for a while, the extra cost doesn't sound nearly as bad. Now, the following observations will only be apparent if you're using these earbuds with an Apple device. But I can't imagine there are many Android users going out and picking up a pair of AirPods. The first was when a phone call was coming in. Siri automatically tells you who is calling and asks if you want to take the call. So no need to check your smartwatch, pull out your phone, see who's calling. And you can just say yes or no to take or not take the call. The second observation is fairly similar to the first, and that has to do with text messages. Everything can be handled via answering Siri and telling her what you want to text back. And finally, Apple added spatial audio with a recent update. And let me tell you, that is a pretty epic experience. Between the more advanced Dolby Atmos being used and having the audio change where it's coming from depending on what direction your head is facing is just crazy. Now yes, the Apollo Bold can access the voice assistant, but you have to activate that via the touch controls on the earbuds. Whereas the AirPods work just like using your phone, whether you're listening to music, watching TV, or a movie. You just have to say, hey, and it will pause your media, and then you can continue with your request. All in all, these are both excellent ANC-equipped earbuds. The Apollo Bold still stand in my book as the best $100-ish ANC earbuds. Between the features, the battery life, full touch control, and really well implemented ANC, these are a steal. I can comfortably recommend these to anyone. And as of recording this video, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can get $8 off the $99 price tag. I will have a link in the description below where you can get your very own pair. But if you are like me and you are fully steeped in the tea of Apple, the AirPod Pros are just amazing. The seamless integration, idiot-proof pairing, cheat code-like ANC, and the just plain livability they have is second to none. Do they have the best audio? No. The best battery life? Not even close. Waterproof? Don't make me laugh. But all the negatives just seem to melt away after you put them in and start using them. It would still be hard for me to spend $250 for a pair, but knowing what I know now, I would use as many reasons as possible to justify the purchase. So with that, I will say goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.